Another healing cell comes on for that puck, and instantly the IO will try and cancel that. Needs to be a little bit careful about his own HP, but he'll be fine for now. The puck does get lifted up into the air, goes for an illusionary orb away, and he will be dropped down to 1/3 HP as that Tiny gets a little bit of free damage done in the meantime. The IO will just check the rune area. He will have to go bottom for a rune, and there's a region rune waiting for him, so that's going to be lovely. In the meantime, top lane Ursa is going to be run down. He's going to be stomped up by the Centaur. Double Edge comes out. That is going to be the first blood. The Centaur will lose his life afterwards, but they got the kill on the Ursa, and now the Slala's trying to find a jump on that Earth Spirit as well. He just have a roll available. He's trying to just juke himself around, but they know where he is, and let's see, can he go close enough? Can he find that initiation on him? He needs to get a little bit closer. Tries to go for the crush, but it's not going to be in range as the Earth Spirit will survive. Now he goes for a counter initiation, tries to roll in, tries to hit the Slaughter. The Stomp comes out, the Double Edge comes out, and they get the kill on the Slaughter as the Earth Spirit will walk himself the other way, and he will be fine. Very, very nice counter. Once the Vanguard is complete, it's going to be very difficult for this Centaur to do as much work as he wants. So nice boulder kick and the silence from the Earth Spirit. He does roll past, doesn't actually connect it, but the Slaughter does get lifted up into the end. In the meantime, will be a little bit in trouble. One more hit is all they need as they want to get that kill. They get the kill with the Rubik. Stampede comes out in the meantime from the Centaurs. He just got his level 6 up, and he will be able to keep them alive so they do not lose any heroes themselves. And that is going to be the Rubik as well as the Centaur both surviving. Let's take a look at the overall net worth lead. We can see the Centaur is actually number 1 on the net worth. So this is Geek Fam just showing that having this aggressive, well, I guess you can't really call it a tri lane right now, but having the Centaur with the Earth Spirit in the top lane definitely paid off, as the Earth Spirit, he's having decent levels. And same thing for the Centaur. He's having good levels, he's having good farm. Now, let's see, the Earth Spirit might be a little bit in trouble, gets lifted up into the air, gets tossed up. He will still be alive. Those ranger drops dropping a lot of that damage from the Tiny. He was kind of expecting that the combo would kill him easily, but he will get the kill either way. Just another hit needed. Just one more hit than he thought necessary. The Tiny is sitting on 1500 HP as well with the braces plus threat, so he's very tanky. Rubik gets run down on the tower. He does have the combo available. We'll go for the avalanche, the toss, and the Rubik is dead. Roll comes through from the Earth Spirit in the meantime. The puck comes in. They are trying to keep the Tiny alive. He's being healed up slowly. The IO, does he keep him alive? He does keep him alive. The Earth Spirit gets taken down. The puck is now going to be in trouble. He will be tossed up with that Slaughter. Stampede comes out from the Centaur trying to keep him alive, and it looks like he will be killed on the turret. He does have a point available for the Sunder in case of emergency. And let's see, this is definitely looking like an emergency. The Rubik gets run down, gets taken down. He doesn't have a TP available on this Terrorblade, so he is going to be the next one to be taken down. He's actually blocking with an illusion, which is goddamn annoying. The Tiny will even just toss away that illusion as he's like, dude, what the hell are you doing, man? Get out of my way. And now he will try and work down the tier 1 town on the bottom lane. They do see the Terrorblade. Maybe trying to run him down. The IO is going to come into position as well. Yeah, they go for it. They want to take this kill. Let's see, can they do it? They're burning him down slowly. Lift comes out on the Terrorblade. Let's see, they want to take him down a little bit low before they go for the combo. The Earth Spirit in the meantime goes and tries to target the IO. And here comes the Avalanche. The Thunder comes out on the Rubik, just making sure that the Terrorblade does not die in case he had a toss available as well. And the Tiny plus the IO will both be taken down, going a little bit too deep for that Terrorblade kill. He had too much HP, too much survival to actually be killed. Alright, well, sometimes you go a little bit too far, you go a little bit too greedy. And that is going to be punished this time around. The Centaur running in the meantime in the top lane, enjoying his life with that Vanguard sitting on 1000 gold on top of that. So moving well towards, well, he can pick up nothing more fancy than that. And yeah, well, let's see, the Earth Spirit in the top lane, level 5, not quite having his Magnetize available just yet, but they can still look to get a jump on that. Does have his urn completed in a moment, so he's going to continue to scale into more and more sustain for his team. The Weaver does have that Dragonlance completed, so it feels like all of the years of NextGen is getting their timings at the speed they want. Ursa might be a little bit behind in terms of what he wants with the blink timing, with like an item before the blink, but AFK farming right now, then having extra damage is not a bad idea. They now go to the top, and the Terrorblade will be sent up here, and they want to try and secure the tower after they get a kill. The Terrorblade might be a little bit in danger, but he's the bait. He's the one they want to wait for. In the meantime, the Starlight gets run down. They miss the hoof stomp. Stampede comes out. They roll through. They try to catch him. They find him. In the meantime, the IO comes in with a Tiny, and he's going to be taken down instantly. They don't allow the Tiny to get his combo off straight away. The IO is going to be a little bit in trouble as the Earth Spirit tries to keep the Magnetize alive. The Eye will be taken down finally. Does get the relocate back with the Tiny. In the meantime, the Magnus activates onto the rest of the heroes. The starter gets silenced. The Tiny might be taken down. Boulder Kick comes out. Doesn't actually hit the Tiny though. The Centaur still alive, needs to get another double edge off. In the meantime, the puck comes into position, tries to go in. The Tiny not getting hit by that. The Ursa tries to go for the TP back out. He will be fine. So no, he actually casts the TP. They want to try and kill this puck. The puck gets stunned up, gets controlled, gets initiated on, will be slowed up. Looks like the puck might be a little bit in trouble as Weaver's trying to run him down. Needs a couple more hits off, and that is going to be a dead puck, but he gets lifted up into the air. The Weaver needs to be a little bit careful. He gets silenced. He gets hit by the illusionary orb, and the Weaver will drop to the puck's wrath as he's like, dude, what the hell? Don't go that far out. I am not going to die that easily. So in the end of this engagement, it was a very good lane, and in the meantime, they want to take a fight. Next Gen, they also smoked up. They are trying to find initiation. The Storm comes out, though, onto two heroes. Oh, that's a dead slaughter. The Ursa's a little bit in trouble. He silenced up. The Enrage comes out. The Eye will be taking down the backlines. The Ursa gets controlled. Doesn't get hit by the boulder smash, though, but the Ursa will still be killed as the Metamorphosis Terror Blade and everyone else will just ramp them down. And Geek Fam, they find the play wrong for the side of NextGen VietNam as they lost 3 heroes. They will lose the tier 1 tower as well. Slaughter TP's into position, does have his blink available, tries to go for a blink in. Hoofstomp comes out from the Centaur, counter initiating onto the Slaughter, and the Slaughter will be killed as he might have been able to stun the puck, but if he gets counter initiated on instantly, then he's going to be the one who falls. The Tiny now pops his drums and tries to go into position. They toss in the Weaver. They try to set up with him. Combo comes out onto the Terror Blade, but he's way too tanky. They don't have tower hitting heroes. They need to get kills first. Okay, the Centaur tries to go for a jump onto that Slaughter. Will be able to go in on him. Illusionary Orb comes out from the puck. He will be stuck on the cliff for now. Stampede comes out from the Centaur, trying to get himself away. In the meantime, the puck will be jumped on that cliff. So when you're stuck on a cliff, there's no way you can get out. The Centaur will be able to escape. A little set of arcane booties is never to be messed with. The Terror Blade sends in some illusions to the Roshan Pit. They know that the Ursa is sitting here. Storm comes out, they go and they try to get a jump on that Ursa. They don't get the double edge off, though as he used it on Roche, he actually missed-targeted, but they will get the kill on the Tiny either way. Relocate comes out from the Ire, saving the Ursa's life, bringing him back into the base. They might try and bring him back again and take this fight if they feel like it. The Weaver and the Slaughter still sticking around the area. It looks like they might try and bring them back. The Io tethers in, goes to the Slaughter, and he will be fine for now. In the meantime, Roshan is down to half HP, so let's see what they do. They try to initiate, they get a jump on the Eye. The Eye gets taken down. The Slaughter might be the next one to be followed down, and indeed he will be. That's 2 more dead inside of NextGen VietNam. The Ursa gets hit by a little boulder kick as the Centaur needs to get himself a little bit further away. Alright, the puck does have Veil completed now as well on top of that blink. The Centaur, 1k gold to go, then he's going to have that Acronym Slipper completed. Okay, the puck suddenly got jumped by that Tiny and he's going to be taken down. That's a nice pick off. The Tiny in the meantime will pick up his Echo Saber soon enough. The Slaughter just banking up gold for now. Weaver still trying to go for that Desolator, but that will be up soon enough as he only needs about 1k gold to go. The IO picks up Arcane Boots as well, and let's see, Centaur goes for Stampede, tries to disengage. He does have his blink on cooldown for now, and there's a little bug making sure he cannot blink away. Boulder Kick comes out from the Earth Pit, trying to give him a little bit of help. The Centaur needs to get himself further away. The Earth is trying to run him down. He's trying to juke himself in the trees. Will be fine. The Shrine, he might be forced to use that Shrine Heal. Indeed, he will go for the Shrine Heal. Hoofstomp comes out from the Centaur in the meantime. The Terror Blade goes in, tries to burn him down. He does have the Sun available, but he gets comboed down by the Tiny. He doesn't get to use the Sun at all. The Slot ends up dropping down. The Dream Colors available as well, keeping the Ursa as well as the IO in control. The Tiny as well. Double Edge comes out, hitting both of these heroes. The Tiny will be taken out. The Ursa gets lifted up, gets tossed up, gets lifted into the air. Aegis gets popped. The Ursa might be able to be choked, doesn't have this enrage available, will be silenced. Boulder Kick flies out, doesn't hit him. Relocate comes out from the IO. He will keep the Ursa alive, making sure that at least the Ursa will get out and not die. They don't want to even bother trying to find the IO as heroes will be respawning momentarily. The Weaver's already moving himself out, moving himself down there, so they don't. You definitely do want to have an axe so you can deal with that Terror Blade in the fights, like an axe, and then on top of that get some heavy damage items like the Daedalus. But before that axe is completed, he will not really have the best answer against the Terror Blade, except for his combo that can kill him.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Slaughter gets dropped in the mid lane as well. They're moving for the T2 tower in the bottom lane. In the meantime, the Weaver goes in, gets stomped up, gets controlled. He might be a little bit in trouble. The IO comes in, tries to keep him alive. Not actually happening though. Stampede comes out. They try to focus down the IO. Stoplight comes out, and that is going to be another one dropping down. Next gen, they lose more and more heroes as the Ursa comes in, and he will be killed as well. In the meantime, in the backlines, the Tiny gets spotted out by the Ursa, but he tries to focus him down. Doesn't have his magnetize available, but they're running him down. They're making sure that he's not going anywhere he shouldn't be. The IO, this Metamorphosis on the Terror, but in the meantime, they're trying to take down the first set of racks, as there's no fortification inside of NextGen, so they will lose one racks for sure. But the Tiny goes in, tries to burn him down. Sunder is available. Keep hitting it for a little while. Kind of annoying that you're playing against terribly, because he can just repeatedly send illusions onto the shrines and take them down. Centaur gets jumped on, but he's way too tanky. He barely takes any damage from the Ursa. He will run down the Starter. The Starter gets taken down with a hoof stomp. That is one dead inside of NextGen. They try to focus down the Eye. In the meantime, the Metamorphosis will bring him down. That is 2 dead. Tiny, next target on the menu. The Weaver as well tries to get himself out. He does have his stamina available, but looks like he is going to be the only survivor alongside. And calculated. They take only as many risks as they need to. Like, they see the Tiny being dead. They're like, okay, he doesn't have buyback. Let's just go. Let's wait until he respawns. Now on the top lane, he goes into the lane. He tries to do something. In the meantime, he gets jumped on. Double hit comes out. The hoof stomp is available as well. The Tiny is going to be a little bit in trouble. They don't get the stomp off just in time, but the Tiny should be the next one to fall easily, as the Tiny will be jumped, will be killed. As that is Geek Fam dropping down 2 years of NextGen VietNam, and they finally call the GG, as none of them have buyback available, and the net worth is just way too much at this point. As Geek Fam, they managed to win this best of 2 game 1. Alright, we'll see what they can do in the second game, as Geek Fam, they definitely showed that having difficult lanes, they still won the lanes. It was very even for a long time, but they did well in the lanes, because they were supposed to lose the lanes against NextGen VietNam. That was the one advantage that NextGen had, but didn't really happen that well, only in the very, very early beginning. And then Geek Fam, they came after, they played well. The Centaur had so much farm in the offlane. Like, he, even towards the end, I believe he was